It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll see Tremaine Edmonds.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games. Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workman-like in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Running right on the option is Murray. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A very solid gain of 27.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Murray now running left off the option. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cook is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led by their 5'11 quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Oh, able to avoid him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Off the play fake, Walker. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter there. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's Murray. He'll dump this off to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the middle with Cook. A beautiful fake. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Cook now off the read option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about where they moved the ball in these first 2 drives, they have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a 2nd down throw for Walker. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Walker hitting the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Murray. That's complete to Mooney. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lewis. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished 2nd amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that
play. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On second down, Walker again. Open man is Tucker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's Walker. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Walker. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Derrick Henry, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. It was the veteran Dalvin Cook who took center stage in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, right side. Tucker. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
Now Walker.
At the 47-yard line.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
First down, Huskies.
They'll run on first down. It's Tucker, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Tucker. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And working out of the gun here, Walker. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fry good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's Murray from midfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a look.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back now at Soldier Field. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Walker. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First down, Walker. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. To throw is Walker. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start. Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Walker now. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his pass. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed. The red flag is out. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Fry good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball. so they should get another shot.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 17-14, a little under 2.5 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And Walker now to throw on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Walker hitting the ball is out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. The 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help him snatch away a victory.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Anchorage.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by 4, 33 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. It got his man, complete. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Murray to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Murray. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Anchorage, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.